Hey everybody, so if you're like me, you're stuck at home right now and looking for stuff to do. So I found this really cool idea where you can make a chocolate bottle and then you fill it with candy and the kids crack it open for Easter, which is tomorrow. And so this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need candy melt, chocolate. Try not to get chocolate chips because if you melt them down, they're not gonna pour correctly. You're gonna need a soda bottle or a water bottle. I'm using these tiny little bottles because it's a lot easier to do, to unmold them without breaking it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that bottle, you're gonna cut it down both sides, and then you're gonna tape it back together. The reason that you're gonna do that is because when you go to unmold it later, if you don't cut it first, you're gonna have to take an X-Acto knife and cut it off of the chocolate, and it's gonna be very fragile and it could break. So you get your chocolate, and make sure you have adult supervision for this, children, because it can get very hot and it could burn you. You're gonna take your chocolate, you're gonna put it in a container. I'm just using this measuring cup. You're gonna throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Keep take it out, stir it, put it back in another 30 seconds, take it out, stir it. You can use a double boiler as well, whatever works better for you. Just if your chocolate comes out and it's too hard, that means you overcooked it. You could fix that by adding a little bit of vegetable oil in it. But don't add too much because then it will be really oily and it won't stick to your water bottle. So now I'm going to flip you down here so you can see what I'm doing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your water bottle or your soda bottle. And you could see here how I just slid it. I just cut it with a scissor all the way down, and then I did the same thing on the other side. And then I just took a piece of tape and I covered the slit that I made so that after it hardens, you're gonna rip the tape off and then it's just gonna plop open like that to make it easier to get the chocolate out. Like I said, you don't have to do that. You can just pour it in, and then when it comes out, you can cut the plastic away from it. I think this is a lot easier. And you might have a little bit, some of the chocolate may come out from where you taped it. That's okay because it's gonna harden when you put it in the refrigerator. Just make sure that you're putting it on a plate or something like that to work on so that it doesn't make a mess all over the place. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your chocolate, and you can see the consistency of it is, it's pourable so that you could get it in here. So then you're just gonna take it, you're gonna slowly, so that you don't make a mess. I'm gonna try not to make a mess, but let's see what happens. Okay, so you're gonna slowly pour it into the bottle. And then what you're gonna do before it hardens is you're gonna take that bottle. I'm gonna get a little bit more in there. You wanna have, the bottom inch or two of the bottle covered so that you have enough chocolate in there to cover the entire bottle. So, after you've done that, you're gonna take the bottle and you're going to turn it like this, making sure that you get everything covered with that chocolate. You're gonna make sure that when you go to open it, and when you open this up, the chocolate will be hollow on the inside because it's just covering basically the shape of the bottle. You're not filling it. It's not going to be a solid chocolate bottle, although you could do that too if you wanted to and if you had that much chocolate. So once you see that it is, the complete inside of it is covered, you're going to look around, make sure that there's no little empty spots or whatever. You're going to take it. I'm actually going to do one more. Actually, I don't know if I have enough chocolate to do another one, but I'm going to try because I made 2 bottles just in case one of them breaks. If you're doing it with the kids, try to do more than one because if one breaks, then this way they won't be disappointed. So I'm going to take my other bottle and I'm going to fill that with chocolate also. So what have you guys been doing? If you're on lockdown, like I guess most of us are, what are you guys doing? Any kind of crafts? Any kind of projects with the kids? What's going on? Oh, hi Mariah. This video is for Mariah, who's always showing my videos love. And her mom actually dropped the chocolate off to me. since we're on quarantine and we try not to go out, she was going out to get groceries. So I asked her if she could pick me up this chocolate. You probably already have some at home, being that it's around Easter time. But you can order it on Amazon. You can also take things like Hershey bars and melt them down. It's just, you know, whatever works for you where you are, that's what you're gonna do. So again, I'm just gonna cover the inside of this bottle. Try to cover the entire bottle, because if there's a spot where you didn't cover it, it's gonna be weak there and it's gonna break when you go to take it out. So, and yeah, some of them will break. I've already tried this 2 or 3 times, and 2 out of the 3 broke because I didn't do it thick enough. So make sure you get everything covered. You could see when you look in there, if there are any spots that look like that, that means that you missed that spot. So just try to go over that spot again and make sure that everything is covered with chocolate. And you can see now that spot is gone. You can see how everything is covered now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause you guys for a second, and I'm gonna go throw these in the fridge or the freezer to harden them up, and then we will unmold them. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so this one has been in the freezer for about 10 minutes. I don't know if that's been long enough, but I'm gonna try it. The worst that can happen is that it collapses a little bit. I still have the other one in the freezer. Okay, so I just got the tape off of it. Some chocolate on the outside here that I really need to break off before I open this. I'm just gonna squeeze around it like this. Sort of roll your fingers over it a little bit like this to loosen the plastic from the chocolate. That's just so that when you go to open it now, you don't break everything. So I think that is good. Now I'm gonna try to get it open. Okay, so this part is open. Okay, this part here has chocolate on the outside, which is keeping it from opening, and it's really driving me crazy right now. There's a little piece here that's stuck, but I don't want to really rip it apart too much because I know it's going to leave a big hole in there. But let's try it. Okay, so let's see, I'm opening it. Okay, so I got that whole side off, and you can see there's no holes in this one, so we got kind of lucky. And now I'm gonna just loosen the other side of it, and this is why I cut it beforehand, because I feel like you have a better chance of getting the chocolate out without it breaking. Just try to loosen it up as you go. Boom, chocolate bottle. Now, what some people do is they use a Coke bottle and then they take the wrapper and they put it back on, because since it's brown like this, it actually looks a little bit like a soda. And you can take the thing and you can put it back on there if you want. I didn't have a Coke bottle, so I just used this tiny little water bottle that I had. And you can even take the cap and sort of situate it back on there, and then it really looks like a tiny little chocolate bottle. Oh, okay, so now what you're gonna do, if you're gonna give it to the kids for Easter or for a birthday party or whatever, you're gonna take some candy, because now that it's hollow, you're gonna take this candy and you're gonna fill this guy up with it. Whoops. So I just have these little candy balls. Also, if you wanted to put bigger candy in it, what you could do, which I'm not gonna do right now, but if you wanna get crafty, you can take a warm knife and cut all along here, take the whole top off, fill it with candy, then take the top piece that you have, put it on a hot pan for literally a second and stick it back on here, and it will glue it back on. I'm not getting all that kind of fancy because you can see all the trouble I had already. So you're just gonna fill it with your candy, and then that's it. You got your little chocolate. You can put the thing back on it. This one is just a little water thing, so that kind of looks stupid. But if you had your Pepsi or your Coke label, you could throw that on there. You can put the little lid back on it, and then you give it to the person. Here's your chocolate. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna take it and they're gonna either dump the candy out if they're really nice, or they're gonna break it open and all of the candy is inside to enjoy. The kids will love that part. So, I hope you like this video. I hope you try it. If you do, leave a little note in the comments below and let me know how it turned out for you. Hi Mariah, I hope you liked your video. This video was for her today because she's always showing my videos love. So give me a thumbs up down there. Click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this, which I'm sure you would. And I hope you're all staying at home, social distancing, and staying safe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.